Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I am Cynthia, and today's makeup look is a prom cheap, affordable drugstore makeup tutorial. So this is for all of you people who have spent a fortune on your dress and you cannot just afford to go get your makeup done, and this tutorial is so easy. Anyone can do it at home. Every product in this video is a drugstore product, so it's very easy for you to just go get at your local drugstore and not have to spend a lot of moolah. So, also in this video, I did give you guys some tips and little tricks for how to make your body look illuminating and just glowy for that night. It's a very special night and you want to feel great. You only go to prom once, guys, so I wanted to make this video for you guys. It's more of a kind of subtle makeup, but a very bright lip pop kind of color, and your skin is going to look glowy. So you can also just steal some of my tips for your foundation. I did mention a lot of good things for you to use on your prom day. You don't have to copy this look entirely. Be unique. It is your guys' day, not mine. I'm just giving you guys some ideas. So if you guys want to see how I achieved this makeup look, and for you guys to see how you can achieve this makeup look in the comfort of your own home, then please just keep watching. Okay everyone, so I've already gone ahead and moisturized my face. You want to make sure your face is nice and moisturized underneath just like your foundation for the day, to make sure you're hydrated and your skin's not too dry, flaky, anything like that. So I went ahead and I used my Simple Sensitive Skin Experts. It's a hydrating light moisturizer. Don't mind the dirty bottle, but it just looks like this. I want to make sure my skin is nice and primed and ready for what I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to use my Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser, and I'm going to put this all over my face. It's important to make sure your pores are minimized throughout the day, because pores add texture to your skin and you don't want your skin to look really textured throughout the night. So it's important to use a good primer. Okay, so after all the priming is done and we've let it sit for a little bit, you can conceal either before or after. I am having a bad breakout right here and on my cheeks, so if you want to conceal now, you can totally do that, and you can totally conceal afterwards. However, I'm going to conceal right now, and I'm going to be using my Fit Me concealer. I'm in the shade 15 Fair. Okay, so after everything is concealed on your face, it is time for some foundation. So the foundation you pick for the night is totally up to you, and like I said, this is going to be a cheap, affordable, at-home drugstore prom makeup tutorial that you guys can do at home, and whatever foundation you feel gives you full coverage and lasts all night, totally use it. That is totally up to you. So for my foundation, I'm going to be using the Infallible Pro Matte. It's by L'Oreal. This foundation, is like my favorite. It lasts super long. Like a 24-hour foundation, it probably is. I've never worn it all day, but I love this one. This is a good drugstore foundation, and I would suggest trying it out before prom. I wouldn't just try it out for prom night, and see if you like it, but it's amazing, and that's what I'm going to use today. So with the Beauty Blender, you can just dip it right in, because this one dries fast, so you want to work in sections of your face. I forgot to mention, I am in the shade 103, so I'm going to use my Instant Age Rewind. And the reason why you highlight, this is the areas where light would typically hit your face. So this is where you would like to highlight to make it look like the light is always hitting your face and you are just like glowing. And then you're just gonna blend it out with the Beauty Blender. Another good under eye concealer is the Maybelline Fit Me one. I just prefer to use this one. Some people might not like the application of that product, so another good one is the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. We want to contour our face, so contouring is pretty much just adding like shadows to our face. So when you have contouring, that's adding shadows, and highlighting is brightening. So that's going to be a lighter than your foundation concealer, and the contouring is going to be a darker than your foundation concealer. So I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. This is in the shade 35 Deep, and I'm going to just place this where I want to add shadows on my face. Now every face shape is different, but the main places where you would like to contour is on your cheeks. Some people like to go down their nose. I'm not going to do that. And then on your forehead. So after you're done doing that, you want to set your under eye, which was highlighted with a powder. So what I'm going to be using, I'm going to be using the Naked Sugar box, but one that's really good that I love is the Marcel Face Powder. This is like $15 and it lasts forever and it's hypoallergenic. So it's a great translucent powder. However, I'm going to go on with my Naked Sugar box and I'm just going to use this light shade here. So now that your whole face is set with the white, like the light powder, you can go ahead and set your face with your regular powder. Since I'm using a matte foundation, I find this one is pretty good on its own. It doesn't need to be set with a powder. However, if you feel more comfortable using a more hydrating foundation, I would recommend setting it for this night, just because you're going to be doing a lot of stuff and your face is going to probably get oily from sweating. So I would recommend setting your powder at least in the T-zone. And right now, I'm going to go bronze up my face because we want to look really nice and bronzy for the night. And I'm going to use Sun and Bronze Bronzing Powder by NYC. It's in 709 Montauk Bronze. Woo-woo. I'm going to just dip the product all in there. Swirl it all around. So now after I am done bronzing up my face and doing all that fun stuff, I want to go and I am going to do on my eyebrows. Sorry, I'm going to fill in my eyebrows. You want to make sure your eyebrows are waxed like the day before, or you pluck them, however you do. I do my eyebrows at home, so you want to just make sure they're nice and done, because whatever eyebrow product you are going to put on top is going to just work, like go over your eyebrows so smoothly. So to start off, I'm just going to comb my brows. And then I'm just going to take this brow brush and I'm going to be using this e.l.f. Dip Brow. It is in espresso. It just looks like this. And I am going to just dip my brow brush into here, just lightly, because they tend to be a little bit dark. And I'm going to just fill in my brows. You want to use a really light hand, and how you can use a light hand is just by going to the further end of the brush. And I'm just going to set that the dip brow with a powder. So I'm just going to be mixing these two shades here. Okay, so that is all done. Eyebrows are all carved out and looking good. eyebrows are a check. And the nice thing about this foundation is that I'm wearing, like, that's why I'm kind of, like, I chose it, is this foundation does not have flashback. So you will be taking a lot of pictures, and it's important to make sure your foundation does not have flashback, or like, because you're going to be taking a lot of pictures and you want to make sure you look great and not like a white ghost. So now we are going to do my favorite part, the eyeshadow. So this is more of a more simple, easy look to do at home, and like very easy to kind of mimic. So all I'm going to be using is the Mad for Matte eyeshadow palette. This is by e.l.f. and I just got it and it's so amazing. I'm obsessed with it. I've done like 3 looks with it so far and I love the looks. There's a Mad for Matte 2 apparently, and I'm super excited. I want to get it, but this is kind of like what it looks like. So we want to kind of start off with an all over the lid color just to prep our eyes. So I'm just going to be using a brush like this, any fluffy brush, and I'm going to be taking the very first shade here and applying that all over the lid. All over. Okay, so after we've done that, we want to deepen up the crease a little bit, and we are going to start with using this color right here. So when you're going to do it, we want to kind of lift it up. So we want to bring it up to about right above my crease. So my crease, when I open my eyes, you can see is like right here, and that's where we want to place it. So right here. And this shade is going to just come up a little bit like higher. This look is going to be more cool tone. This is a warm shade, but this is just the one that it's going to kind of fade into, so that's why we're putting it on first. Okay, so after I've done that, now I want to go in with a more cool toned brown, and I'm going to be using this shade right here. I'm just taking my Vasanti Contour Eyeshadow 4 brush, and you always want to make sure you just pat off the excess. And this one's coming right below the other shade that we just put on, and make sure it's not as high as that shade. And we're going to be taking this one further down into the V. And we just want to make sure we extend our eyes kind of out. So like make it in line with your lower lash line, and bringing it out will make the illusion that you have more like bigger eyes. And then we are just going to take a blending brush and just blend that all out. I'm just going to use a brush like this. And then we want to just darken up this, like the outer V, and I'm going to use a more compact kind of brush because I want to load it a little bit more on, and I'm going to use that darker, like it's right next to it, this shade right here. And this isn't coming into the crease at all. This is just going on the outer V. And for the lid, because we want to add some light to this, so we don't want too of a smoky eye, we're going to just take a concealer brush like that, and we were going to pack on this shade right here. And now, since it's lightened up, we are just going to take that blending brush and blend everything together. And now that we are done that, we are going to do the lower lash line, and we're going to take this one right here. And now that that is on there, we want to blend it out, but we're going to use this shade here that we used at the very beginning. Okay, so now that the eyeshadow is all done, we do want to do a nice thick liner. not too thick, but we do want a dramatic liner for this since the eyeshadow is more simple and it's matte. So the eyeliner I'm obsessed with. This is my favorite drugstore liner. It's my favorite liner over all liners. Is the NYX matte liquid liner, and it's a really thin tip. It just kind of looks like this. With this look, this eyeliner just goes. Trust me, it just goes with this look. You can do thinner liner, and if you have a hard time with liner, then you can totally skip this step because the eyeshadow looks great on its own as well. Okay, so after that, now we want to put on some mascara, and two of my favorite drugstore mascaras used together is the Colossal Big Shot. Okay, so now, of course, we want to highlight our face. So I'm gonna try this. It's actually in this Wet n Wild eyeshadow palette, and I love the look of it, and it's this like pink kind of highlight. I'm gonna try that, and if I'm not a fan, I'm gonna just use my e.l.f. Baked highlighter and blush. It just looks like this. I'm going to use my finger to apply it right here on my nose. So after you're done that, we are going to get into the lips. So for the lips today, I am going bold. This is the L'Oreal Paris Collection exclusive. It's the Leo one. Looks like that. Sorry, I don't know. Okay, so I have an Annabelle red lip liner that I'm going to just line my lips with first. And the nice thing about this red is it's matte. Like, look at that. Oh my god. Okay, I'll stop now. But I love this. So you are just gonna smooch this all over your lips. Smother it, not smooch. I'm obsessed with how this looks. So there's two more things that you want to just do to make sure that this stays put all night long and you stay looking flawless for whomever you want, for your date, for yourself, or for your parents. I don't know who you're trying to look good for, but you just want to make sure you spray your face. Now I have two options of things that I love. One's a little bit more expensive but not too much. It's the NYX Matte Finish Spray. This will help you from getting oily and it makes your foundation like last super duper long. I like this one a little bit more than the next one, so this is what I'm going to use. But there is the Alpha Makeup Mist and Set. This one isn't matte, but it does set your foundation. So we are going to load this on our face. So one more step. This is like good. So if you're wearing a dress and you want to look glowy and like sparkly and illuminating and just like beautiful, I would sincerely suggest doing this. You can put it on your collarbones, you can put it on your shoulders. So this is the e.l.f. Illuminating Face Primer. But this looks so good on your skin. I've tried it and I love it. But if you guys are excited for prom, please give this video a thumbs up. Also comment down below if you have any suggestions or any other things that you would like me to do on my channel. And please don't forget to subscribe. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great prom. Bye!